How to deposit money in your trading account. First, make sure that the account that you have on your broker is already linked to the Metatrader 5 or Metatrader 4 on the platform. Don't use any other platforms that I don't recommend because you'll be confused with how to use those platforms. And secondly, what you must know as you are trading, as you have to deposit money, you can deposit any amount of money. However, brokers to brokers, they're not the same. On IC markets, you can deposit as little as $1. But you must know that when you deposit $1, you will have a difficult moment to trade because you will have an error of not enough money and you'll be confused on what's happening. So on IC markets, you can deposit as little as $1. On Derive, you can deposit as little as $10 or $5, which is the minimum money they need. On FXView, you can deposit as little as 1,000 Rand, which is going to be around $50, for you to at least trade with a peace of mind and not have any error of not enough money. Now, these are the platforms of Metatrader 5 that you have to use. So to deposit on IC Market, it's simple. For those who don't have an account with trading accounts, they don't have trading accounts, I actually provided links, and if you don't see any of those links, please reach out to me, communicate with me, and make sure that when you deposit, you don't use anyone's details. You use your own details to deposit. You don't use anyone's details, and make sure that you are above 18 years old. Okay. All right. Now we're gonna go to deposit, because since this is where we have to click, so we're gonna go to deposit, and it's quite simple. We can go to deposit. We can either go that side of on the account, on fund account, where we have so many options, but we can choose this one. So here we have so many options on IC markets. We have Visa, which is the common method that is being used by many brokers, which is when you have to deposit, depending on the country that you are in, you're going to have a different method. But the one that is common and most brokers are using it, it's a Visa card. Okay, not MasterCard, a Visa card. A Visa card is just a card that is provided by your bank, but then it's written Visa on it. So you must check it, confirm if it's a Visa card. Now, you can use Google Pay, you can use Apple Pay, you can use Bitcoin to deposit money, which is quite simple. Bitcoin is a bit tricky because you need to also have an exchange, which is you can register with many platforms that are there, such as Binance. But then the other platform that I recommended, links are provided in the link description below. Check on them so that you can be able to use the platforms. And if you have any difficulties, reach out to me. You have PayPal. PayPal is quite simple. It's another a company. It's gonna be saving us. It's gonna take your money from PayPal or your bank account, PayPal to the IC markets. Okay, Neteller, Skrill, these are other platforms, and Neteller and Skrill, they're more of the same. You can use them. You can fund by bank wire. These are the other options that you have over here. Now we're gonna go to Visa. On Visa, you'll have to choose the account. Okay, you'll have to choose the account. So in this case, I'm going to choose this account and then put the amount of money that I want to deposit. In this case, I want to deposit $1. So I'm just going to click on this one, and then I have to put my CCV, which is I'll find it on my card, and then after that I can be able to proceed. But then I can use a new card, which is another option that I have. And once I've managed to do that, I'll have to have the app. Okay, the banking app, which is I have to authorize the payment or the deposit. From there, I'll be able to deposit. So for now, we're not gonna do it now. We're gonna come back and do it, or we can do it now, which is quite simple. But then let's just continue with the other brokers. On Derive, you will come to this three icon on the left corner there, which on your left hand screen, you're gonna go to cashier. You're gonna go to deposit. Now, don't be alarmed with the amount of money that you see here. Okay, you can deposit via bank wire, credit, and e-wallet. Simple. Okay, you can deposit via cryptocurrency, which is the exchange that I was actually explaining to you. You can deposit by cryptocurrency via fiat on ramp. Okay, which is another option. you can deposit via payment agent, which is someone can deposit on your behalf. You can deposit with person to person, meaning that you can put an ad, which is putting an ad that you want to deposit, and someone will actually respond to that. But the ones that I recommend is deposit via cryptocurrency, deposit via bank wire, which is you're going to click on this one. Okay. Now, after clicking on this one, we have so many options. We have all, we have card, we have crypto, we have e-wallet, we have bank, we have alternative. So if you are living in a different country, let's say you are in Africa per se, and you don't see so many options, there is this other option that I want you to try, and this one is actually much simpler and easy, which is ATM. Let's go back a little bit, which is ATM, and so not ATM, it's A-time here. This is make an instant e-wallet deposit from what? From $5. So it's actually what you have to download the app from Google Play Store or Apple Store. The links are provided in the description below. You can go to their website. The links are provided so that you can be able to register with the ATM and be able to make deposit. Now we have Binance here, which is Bitcoin. We can use Binance. We have Bitcoin Binance. We have so many platforms. We have so many methods that we can use. Neteller, Perfect Money, Still, and all these options. If you live in South Africa, you can use the Ozo, which is quite simple and straightforward. In South Africa, you can use Ozo, which is here under bank. You can use these options. Okay, if you're living in a different country, you won't be able to see these options. So that is why we can actually have these options, and from country to country they're different. Okay, crypto, it's simple, you can use them. So when you're using Ozo, what you'll have to put your ID, which is the smart ID. Make sure that your details are your details. You don't use somebody's details. And when you deposit here, on the user's name, okay, if you're using, maybe let's say you're using a different method. Let's say you're using the card here. Okay, don't use Mastercard is not supported, so you'll actually add your details, and then in minimum amount of money is $10. Okay, so if by any chance you manage to have any difficulties, or you have any difficulties, reach out to me so that I can assist you. On ZingPay, we have options that we can use here to actually deposit an amount of money, which is minimum amount of money is 175.99, which is the minimum amount of money that we can deposit, which is equivalent to $10. So we're going to click on continue, and I believe now you can see on what's happening here. We're going to choose an account. Username is the email address that you're using in your account, meaning that it's the same way when you have to log into internet banking. So now the username is your email. Password is your password that you're using on the app, okay, the banking app. Username is your email that you've registered or opened the account. And for you to do that, if you don't see the email or you don't know it, you can go to the app, and once you go to the app, search profile. Under profile, you go to details, and you'll see your email that is there, and you'll be able to copy and paste it here so that you can be able to make the payment. Okay, after that, after you've made a deposit on Thrive, you will actually have to cancel the page and come back here and be able to transfer the money. You're gonna go to Kesha again, and you're gonna go to transfer. Okay, when you're transferring money, you're transferring the money to let's see where we have 0. Let's see. Okay, let's transfer, let's say 10 here, or let's transfer. You see that we have 31 here. I just want to add at least maybe 1. Okay, let's transfer 1 here to this account. Make sure that it's from CR, which is the US dollars, which is from this amount of money to this amount of money, then transfer. You can see now we have managed to transfer the money. You'll be able to see it on the MT5 if we move like this, and then this is our MT5. Let's go to the 31. You can see this is the 31 here. Click on it. As you can see, you can see that we've already managed to deposit this $1. You can see, quite simple, right? No difficulties whatsoever. So now let's go back to derive. Okay, so now we're back here. We can actually go to this broker, which is FX view. We're gonna go to what? You're gonna go to this account and move it like this, and we're gonna go to fund. You can choose here. These are the options that you have. You have Skrill, you have Nutella, you have crypto, you have bank transfer, you have local bank. So if you live in South Africa, you're gonna go to local bank, and the minimum amount of money that you can deposit is at least 800. Because if you go to 200, they will actually mention that it's actually minimum is 200, and then you're gonna go to proceed. On proceed, you will actually select the bank that you're using, and the bank that you're using, if you cannot see Capitec here, that means that you can use a different bank. If you cannot see any bank that you're using, you can actually come to this option and be able to actually, let's go back. Okay, now, and you'll be able to use a different option, okay, which is you can use Skrill. You can deposit money from Skrill to your you can deposit your money from your bank to your Skrill, okay. But remember, do not use Mastercard. Okay. And then you're gonna go to bank transfer if you want to do that. And processing time, you can see, is 1 to 5 working days. I would recommend that you use at least Nutella and Skrill, okay. And then you're gonna, these are, you can just come to this option over here, and then account funding if you have any difficulties. And remember, on FX view you have deposit bonus, so you look at bonus for whatever amount that you add, okay, and be able to have it on your account. All right, so now I believe now you already see how to deposit without any difficulties. So if we go back to deposit with the IC markets, on the one day we need to use a new card, okay. So we're just gonna enter our details here, and then just like that, and then we're gonna copy the card number, which is quite simple, on the app. And now I'm gonna paste everything here, and 0829 CCV is the number, is the 3 digits number at the back of your card. So this is gonna be in this way. So I'm gonna say proceed, and you'll be able to see the balance, which is we're gonna deposit on the account, which is gonna be a 1 GBP, okay. And we have so many. Now I've managed to authorize the payment, and you will see the deposit. You see the deposit is already in the account. You can see now everything is actually managed. So we're gonna go to the Metatrader 5 and deposit confirmed. Go to IC markets, then there we go. Then now you can see we have our money here. But then remember, with the one, you actually exposed to what? You are exposed to the number of the points. For in case if you have to trade in this way, let's say here, okay. So meaning that you'll only risk only the points in terms of risking, okay. And when you're risking the points, remember you also need the margin. So it will not be actually favorable to have, or recommended to have, at least to have $1 or £1 or 1 GBP. At least have 10, 20, 30. At least have that. So with that being said, I love you all, and stay blessed. If you have any difficulties with the IC markets, and this is how we can do it. So now stay blessed. I love you all. See you on another lesson.